Hey there, air signs. I hope that you are doing well. This reading is for the week of May 18th to May 24th, and this is for Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. What's going on, y'all? I hope that you are doing very well. So this is just going to be going over what energies are coming in over the next week. I am doing things a little bit differently, and I just want to say thank you so much for your patience, your likes, shares, subscribes, support, and love, and for allowing me to channel for you. Now, if this reading does resonate, please feel free to leave, I don't know, an airplane. We're air signs, right? As I'm an Aquarius Sun and Venus. So anyways, let's go ahead and talk about what I saw in the meditation. So when I got into the meditation, I actually saw a fellow air sign, and she was riding on a horse, and the wind was in her hair. And then I heard back in the saddle again. So I do feel like that there's a sense of freedom that's coming in. If you don't feel it right now, you're going to be feeling it over the next few days, air signs. Especially if you're an Aquarius, you really like your independence, right? It doesn't matter. There's this freedom that you're feeling. It's kind of like being released and fully cleansed of the past in some kind of way, whether it's a physical object, presence, and whatnot. And then also, I heard the song, I always feel like somebody's watching me. And I heard one of my guides say, you're finally going to figure out who's been watching you, who's been giving you extra attention, especially if you are a feminine. My intuitive feminine air signs, you're feeling like someone's stalking you. You're going to find out this coming week who it be. Anyways, let's go ahead and get some more, especially if you're an Aquarius. Anyways, or it could be an Aquarius. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, okay. So we have stability. What are the other energies that are coming in for these air signs? Black flower fragrance. Yeah, I feel like it's a release. I do. I feel like that for some of you, if you haven't experienced this release yet, you will over this coming week. I feel like that it's a release of toxic energy, though, because if you look at the flowers, do you see how the flowers are kind of like pouring out of her chest and she's looking away? I feel like this is going to happen intentionally or unintentionally for some of you, especially it's kind of like this full moon. If you did any kind of ritual, whether it was you hung out with someone or you put a lot of energy out there in some kind of way, I do feel like that the release is happening sooner than later. So that's good. And as you release the negative, in flows the positive, right? That's usually how it goes, especially when you're trying to attract better, right? So we have visionary. Very much an Aquarius card to me. Oh goodness, we have prostitute. Okay. I'm laughing because like y'all see this mix here, prostitute or monk and nun. Yeah, so I feel like for some of you, okay, especially for like if if I can't get this card in, there we go. Especially if you truly initially like really pushed out energy to try to get rid of a toxic energy, whether it's a physical person or not, I feel like you're going to be able to explore all sides of yourself, because I'm being told that's you, air sign, right? For some of you, it's like getting more in tune with yourself in all ways, like your dark and your light. I also feel like that if you're in a new relationship, some of you have someone that accepts your light and your dark, like you're able to be yourself with them. Now, if you're not in a new relationship and it's a relationship that you've been in for a while, that could very well be the same. Like someone sees your light, dear goodness, where's my bell? They see your light and they see your dark and they accept it. It's kind of like someone seeing all of you. Now, I also feel like that when it comes to that prostitute card, accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. Okay, let me say that again. Accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. Go to the fire sign reading if you have any fire in your chart or you're dealing with the fire sign. Because for you, I feel like that it's holding the light within yourself while letting go of this. It's kind of like not being a victim of your circumstance, right? Okay, so selfless devotion, single-minded dedication to spirit. Yeah, air signs, I do feel like that for you, it's kind of like you being true to you is going to get you what you want. And you being true to what you have in the big picture of life, like not instant gratification, not looking at what you can have right now or what you can achieve right now. It's kind of like making the right decisions over the next week to, as you release what you're releasing, to not fill it in with negative, to allow it to fill with positive. Okay, I feel like that for some of you, you've had someone put into your life that has some kind of sage wisdom. I mean, it could be your higher self coming in and being like, excuse me, I don't think I've ever channeled Under Oath. There's a song, I forgot the name of it, but it goes, wake up, this is not a test. Maybe for some of you, you've been put through trials, tests, in past relationships or past friends. And I feel like that over the next week, you're really being presented with something. If you haven't been presented with it yet, you're being presented with options and choices when it comes to who you want to be in different areas of your life. And it's kind of like you're no longer attracting faulty or flaky energy. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when you sit there and you attract people that are for you one day, then they're not for you one day, and they go back and forth. It's like, I don't feel like you're attracting that anymore. I feel like that as the more you choose you, the more you attract people that only want you or choose you. Anyways, for these air signs. Okay. So we have the Eight of Cups, the Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy, the Ace of Wands, Page of Cups, Pisces energy, Seven of Wands, Ten of Cups. Also, I don't know why this is coming out. It doesn't matter what other people think. Doesn't matter what other people think of your situation, of you. All it only matters is you. Ten of Cups, the Hierophant, Taurus energy, the Seven of Swords, the Queen of Cups. One more. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What is this? Okay, so the way that this deck is that there's two Ten of Cups, there's two Star cards, there's two Nine of Wands, and I believe that there is two of another card. So anyways, but you got both Ten of Cups. And the Five of Cups on the bottom, though, followed by the Three of Cups and the Nine of Wands. Okay, so air sign, there's this need to trust, too, over the next week. I feel like that for you, the quicker you leave the past behind you, the quicker you get what you want. With that Eight of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and that Ace of Swords, just those three alone, that's saying that. The quicker you leave the past behind you, you leave disappointment behind you. It's kind of like looking for a higher calling and believing in a higher calling for yourself. Whether it comes to love, friendship, career, your overall life, it's like how you view you, again, is what matters. The quicker you leave other people's judgments behind you, the quicker you're able to move forward, air sign, okay? I feel like that the more that you get in tune with yourself, as well as your emotions with that Page of Cups, I feel like that it's going to help break down your walls in a way that you weren't expecting, okay? I do feel like that over the next week that you might be approached with energies where it's kind of like, not that you have to fight for what you have. I don't know if some of y'all have been fighting, and like, especially if you've been dealing with flaky energies or whatever, if you've had to fight over and over again to get what you want. I don't feel like that you have to fight anymore, because you see how that hand is holding that Ace of Wands, that one wand, and then those 6 wands are right there, but they were initially 3 wands that were broken. The heart is right there, right? So I feel like that by living in your heart space, in your true heart of hearts, what is true to you and how you feel over the next week is going to give you what you want. Now, I do want to look into the Seven of Cups energy, because they're saying it's not associated with that Queen of Cups. Some of y'all, your bullshit detector is going to get cranked the fuck up. I don't know who you've been around that has that sage wisdom and whatnot, but your bullshit detector, okay? Give me more. I actually want to card for the Seven of Swords, though. I feel like there's going to be an increase in intuition, as well as knowing what's intuition and what's ego, what's right for you. You know what I mean? Your intuition will always feel good, and your ego will always want you to feel like shit. That's a good way to tell. So 3 of Pentacles. If you're in something new, there is no third party, whatever. Anyway, 7 of Pentacles. Okay. So I do feel like, I don't know why I had to say that, but anyways, I do feel like with the 3 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Wands, though, I do clarifying the 7 of Swords, I do feel like that for you, air sign, you're also being put to really focus on how you feel about yourself and what you want. Maybe for some of you, you're being presented with, it could be a feminine, or it could be like this already happened. It's kind of like over the next week, How you act is going to really play a big part into your future. That's like that every single day though, right? But for some of you, whether it's friendship or career, I feel like it has to deal with emotions though, okay? How you act depends, like, don't self-sabotage, because I feel like the Seven of Swords is you, air sign. Don't self-sabotage, and that makes sense. For some of you, especially if you dealt with, like, cheaters or manipulators or half-assers in relationships, and now you're in something new, it's kind of like, don't fuck up what's new for you. If it's not a relationship, it's a friendship, just allow yourself, if you cannot trust, you can't be trusted, right? A friend of mine told me that in high school, and it's kind of stuck with me. You have to be able to trust via law of attraction in order to bring in those that trust you. So if you're sitting here worrying, and no matter what, you've got the 10 of Cups. I hear the song With or Without You Too by U2. So I feel like over the next week, the quicker you leave the past behind you, the quicker you get what you want and you get clear-headed. Also, really listening to your emotions and what you want and leaving like past triggers behind you is going to get you what you want to. That looks nice, air signs. Let's go ahead and get some guidance though. Okay, so leaping through the air signs. So a plan you have made is on track. If you are waiting for something, get to work and stop putting off ideas or projects you are considering. Yeah, when you don't have all this emotional bullshit of the past like dragging you down, you tend to it's called clearing out, right? I feel like that, and for some of you, it's kind of like your third eye was blocked, your crown chakra was blocked. Actually, for some of you, especially if you're a masculine, it's your throat chakra, your third eye, and your crown has been blocked due to emotional things that stressed you out in the past, things that made you feel like you couldn't trust your own intuition. You could have been gaslit a lot. Okay, and so I feel like that now that that's clear out, the universe is like, get to fucking work, especially if you're a masculine. Now, if you're a feminine, I feel like that maybe for some of you, you got swept up in your emotions over the last few weeks due to multiple things, is what I'm being told. And I feel like that the guidance is to separate. Don't go to extremes, especially if you're an Aquarius. Separate your personal life from your projects, unless, of course, you are inspired by your personal life for your projects. Make sure that you aren't like putting anything on the back burner is what I'm getting. Yeah. So, anyways, that's absolutely beautiful, air signs. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. There we go.